The iPhone 15 lineup finally has USB-C, which means it just got access to a bunch of fun new accessories, enabling you to do things that have never been possible in the history of the iPhone. So in this video, I'm gonna go through 15 of my personal favorite cool and unique accessories with links to all of them down in the description below. So let's get started with the first one, which is this right here, which is perfect for the iPhone 15's USB-C port. This is Pitaka's power dongle, which is basically a 5-watt fast charger for your Apple Watch. But now that we have USB-C on the iPhone 15s, you can simply plug it in to create the smallest Apple Watch charger possible, charging straight from your iPhone. Check this out. It's literally charging. You see that right there. It's pulling 4.5 watts from the iPhone 15 Pro, which is how much that can put out, which is basically fast enough to charge it very quickly wherever you are, anywhere. Literally just grab this with you, put it in your travel bag or anywhere. It's tiny. And you always have an Apple Watch charger with you, which is the iPhone 15. For number 2, we have this, my keys. Well, not just my keys, but this right here, which is Nomad's ChargeKey. It's basically a very small USB-C cable, as you can see. This tiny little thing on my keychain, it's magnetic, so the pieces hold together like this, USB-C to USB-C, so you basically always have an emergency charging cable no matter where you go. It's always on your keys. So basically, here you go, plug it into one iPhone, and let's plug it into another, and there you go. We're charging another iPhone 15 using my literal keychain right here. I've actually used it already to transfer videos from my iPhone to my Mac, and you can basically use it for any other USB-C device, not just for your iPhone. And this ChargeKey also comes in USB-C to Lightning as well if you haven't upgraded to an iPhone 15. Now moving on to number 3, we have this thing right here, which is the Razer phone cooler. And the best part is that it supports MagSafe, so there you go, snap it onto the back of your iPhone, it holds just like that. But even better, the iPhone can actually power this cooler. And the best part is that this actually uses a Peltier cooling block and fan system. So I've actually tested the temp on the back. It gets ice cold. I literally saw it go as low as 3 degrees Celsius. That's almost freezing. And it's powered by the iPhone itself. I actually ran a 40-minute stress test with 3D Mark's Wildlife Extreme Benchmark, and I ran it both with and without the cooler. After 40 minutes, the cooler helped the score of the final 40th loop of the benchmark improve by 12%. Yes, 12%. That's even more than Apple's 10% single-core CPU improvement with the new A17 Pro chip. And I know some of you guys are gonna laugh at this, but it actually is very helpful. The main reason you're gonna use it is that if you're outside kind of in the heat and your phone's getting hot while playing games, it's gonna help stop the display from dimming and the phone from overheating. It's essentially fully gonna stop thermal throttling from the heat soaking of the chassis, because if the actual iPhone chassis overheats, it's gonna throttle down your chip, and this thing is gonna stop that. And speaking of gaming, let's get into number 4, which is this, Apple's multi-port USB-C adapter. It supports 4K 60 FPS. So I actually bought this myself and used it to play games on my 4K 150-inch projector at home at 60 FPS. I basically used it, I plugged it into the iPhone, then I used it to power the Razer phone cooler. I passed through charged the iPhone, and I had HDMI connected to my projector, basically creating the perfect gaming console setup for when AAA games come later this fall, the ones that Apple revealed. But I'd honestly say that number 5 is actually a better value than this because it is pretty expensive. You know, you're paying for the Apple quality and reliability, but you also have this from Basis, which is a 13-in-1 USB-C hub. We tested this out when we first got the 15 Pro Max. We plugged in multiple SD cards, multiple accessories, and surprisingly, everything worked. It also supports Ethernet, DisplayPort, a couple of HDMIs, pass-through charging, and headphone jack as well, so it's fully loaded if you want to plug in a ton of stuff into your iPhone 15. This is a really great value and so much functionality added to this. Next up, we have this super unique case from our sponsor MagBack, which not only supports MagSafe charging, but it actually has extra magnets on the inside so you can mount your iPhone to any metal surface or use it with the included MagStick for mounting it on your car's dashboard or anywhere else. There's also the MagBack wallet, which has the strongest magnetic connection ever thanks to the extra magnets inside of the case, with dual pockets for cards and cash, as well as a finger loop, and you can buy both of them using the link below and code MAXTech15 for 15% off. Moving on, we have this thing right here, which is Satechi's USB-C to SD card adapter, which also has a micro SD card slot as well. This thing right here is very convenient because you can plug it into your iPhone 15 Pro, and check this out, you turn on ProRes, and instantly you can see the little USB-C text right there at the bottom, which means that it's going to be recording video directly to the SD card. And the nice thing about this Satechi adapter is that the cable is long enough for you to put some sticky tape on the back of this and stick it right onto your iPhone, and you can just walk around recording everything directly to the SD card. And when you're done, simply unplug it and take this to your Mac, plug it in, transfer everything very quickly, which is why I recommend having a very fast SD card as well, and I'm gonna leave the link down in the description below. Next up, we have these really cool magnetic cables from MagTame. As you can see, they coil up, they're fully magnetic, they attach to each other. They have their O variant, which is round like this, or they have this flat style that can easily roll up into a nice circle. And the really convenient thing is that you could actually wound up a really tight circle if you want, so that you could stick it into your briefcase or your travel bag. And even better, you can actually wind up two cables together like this if you have two accessories you want to charge. So let's say your iPhone and another iPhone or anything else, you could actually coil them up and have them attach. This is definitely one of the coolest cables because it's gonna stop it from tangling, from fraying and ripping like a lot of cables do. This is gonna solve that problem, keeping it nice and organized, and the braiding is really nice as well. And they have tons of variants. They have USB-A to C, they have C to C, and of course they also have USB-A to Lightning and USB-C to Lightning as well. Moving on, we have this thing right here from Anker. This is Anker's GaN Prime portable charger, but it's not like any other portable battery bank out there because it has this prongs for a wall outlet. So basically, whenever you're at home or in the office, you plug it into the wall, you can use these ports right here to charge your iPhone. But then when you have to leave, you can actually take it out of the wall and it has battery inside of it. So it's gonna continue to charge, take it anywhere you want. And then when you get home again, plug it in, it's gonna top it off so it's fully ready for when you have to leave again. This is definitely a genius idea. And just to prove it to you guys, there you go. You can see that it's charging while not being plugged into the wall at all. But if you want to go all out, we have this right here, which is the ChargeKey 170, which basically supplies an insane 170 watts total of power. So you can charge your iPhone and you can give 140 watts of charging to your 16-inch MacBook Pro. Now I know there's a lot of portable battery packs out there, but I haven't seen many that actually hit 170 watts total. And of course, it also has this display that'll show you the total output power in terms of wattage and input charging power and the remaining percentage as well. Now let's step away from charging for a second because I want to show you guys this right here, which is the Moft MagSafe wallet. I've actually been using this for the last couple of years. I have a brown model. As you can see, it's definitely a little bit worn. I have my cards in here right now. You can see that I've definitely been putting it to use because you can see it kind of fraying and ripping right here, but these new ones are amazing because they have a new Movas leather material, which is actually stronger and it feels nicer. But the nice thing is that they've upgraded the magnets, making them much stronger this year. You can use it as a mount for your iPhone like this. You can set it down like that, and you can also put it into this nice floating mode, as you can see, just like that. I strongly recommend it to anybody looking for a MagSafe wallet. And now moving on, we have this right here. I'm just kidding, I don't have it in my hand because it's actually in my car right now. It's ESR's Cryo Boost car charger, which supports full official 15-watt MagSafe charging for your iPhone with a fan cooler built in, which actually makes sure that it doesn't overheat and cause the display to dim when you're using location GPS services for navigation, making it really hard to see. It basically keeps it cool, stops it from thermal throttling so that it charges much faster. Next up, we have this right here, which is the Insta360 Flow gimbal, and I believe it's the best gimbal out there because when you unfold it like this, it basically opens up right away and turns on, which is actually really, really cool. You have multiple different buttons, including a record button. I can instantly put it into landscape mode just like this, double tap on that button. Look at that. This is really, really cool. This is by far the best, coolest gimbal you can find. And then when you're done, simply fold it in like this, and there you go, it kind of folds down and shuts off. And then moving on, we have this right here, which is Spigen's Easy Fit Screen Protector, which is glass. And the reason it's my favorite is because it has this plastic case that basically creates the easiest installation process ever. It has a slot in the middle where you basically put it over your phone, use your finger to apply pressure in a swiping motion, wait 30 seconds, take it off, get rid of the bubbles, you are done. By far the best screen protector I could find. And then finally, we have this thing right here from ESR. It's their 100-watt 6-in-1 charging stand. And this is by far my favorite charging stand of all time that I actually use in the office next to my Mac every single day. And I would argue that this is perfect for anybody out there with their own office or at home, maybe in your living room on the side table. This is great because it offers official full 15-watt MagSafe charging for your iPhone with Cryo Boost technology as well, so it has a fan to help cool it down to make it charge faster, and it has official 5-watt Apple Watch fast charging as well, which is the fastest charging speed that you can get. And on top of that, it has a pad for your AirPods. It has a button right here if you want to turn off the lights at night so it's not distracting. But here is the final kicker. On the side, you have 3 extra ports, 1 USB-A, and you also have 2 USB-C ports that both can go up to 100 watts of power. And the best part is that the entire power supply is actually built into this block section in the charging stand itself. So on the other end, you have a simple wall plug with no power adapter brick laying around on the floor. This is by far the best implementation of a charging stand I could find. So there you guys go. Those were the top 15 accessories, my personal favorites, and you can find the links down in the description below, so don't miss those. Definitely check out the mag back case from our sponsor. Click that circle above to subscribe, and definitely check out one of those 2 videos right over there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.